Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Monika. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Just take half a minute and tell us about yourself.
So, my name is Monika Srivastava. I come from Aurangabad, Bihar. I have done my schooling from DAV Public School, Aurangabad, Bihar. After that, I did my graduation from IIT Guwahati in Computer Science and Engineering. After that, I joined PayPal as a software engineer and have worked there for 6.5 years. For a very brief period of time, I was also part of Commercial Taxes Department under Bihar government as Assistant Commissioner of State Taxes. Currently, I am part of IRMS Traffic and undergoing training in Lucknow. With regards to hobbies, I like running and strength training.
Very nice, Monika. Bihar has such bright people, but why the state is refusing to come out of its problems, economic problems, social problems? It produces wonderful people, in fact, but doesn't change. Why so resistant?
So, in the past couple of years, Bihar has seen a double-digit growth in terms of GDP. However, as you mentioned, there are some problems with respect to Bihar.
What is the size of Bihar GDP, please? Because, if you work on a smaller base, achieving a higher percentage is much easier.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the base?
Sir, I have to read about it. I'm unable to recall right now.
All right.
Sir, yes.
Now, continue.
So, with regards to problems coming to the sectoral composition of Bihar, it is a primarily agriculture-based economy. However, the productivity of agriculture.
Many of the agricultural economies have transformed
Yes, sir.
over last 70 years, and some of them are either service-driven now or manufacturing-driven. What prevents Bihar from becoming that?
So the agriculture is basically subsistence driven and not commercialized right now. However, Bihar has taken steps like Makhana processing board or food processing industries are coming up in Bihar.
What is the market size of Makhana?
So there are
You
other.
can tell me Indian size, you can tell me global size, and then we will see can it really transform the state or not. How much Makhana in terms of money globally and in India? What is the value of Makhana?
So I'm not sure of the current value, but if we do the processing part, we can transform it to a high value food. For example,
but if Makhana's baseline is
yes,
small,
yes, sir.
You can keep. What will you process in Makhana? Tell me. What processing shall we do?
So there are.
We'll fry it.
Yes, sir.
We'll roast it.
Roast it, yes.
And
sir.
how much value can it add?
So we can think of many more sweets and savories out of Makhana, like even Makhana kheer.
Right, but still.
Yes, sir. So Bihar is also one of the largest producer of fruits and vegetables. So we can leverage that potential as well.
Yes, work on that.
Yes, sir.
Fruits and vegetable means you can have a large food processing industry.
Yes, sir.
Why people are not investing in Bihar?
So mainly it pertains to the ease of doing business.
Because you ask anyone, you have some surplus money, where will you invest in? I am sure they will never mention Bihar.
Yes, sir.
They'll say Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, but nobody will mention Delhi, nobody will mention Bihar. What's the reason?
So despite having the good amount of emerging market, there is large population as well who can cater to the demand of businesses. Bihar is fighting a perception battle.
Broadly, what are the factors which discourage investor from coming to Bihar?
So the first is the investment friendly climate, which also we call as ease of doing business.
Yeah, count the factors.
Yes, sir. Second is the land clearances take longer time.
It's part of the
yes, sir.
Ease of doing business.
Yes, sir. Third would be, sir, the skilling of manpower there. And sir, fourth is the perception battle that Bihar has been fighting for last few decades. So I think Bihar government has to do the branding part as well to showcase Bihar in a better light, so that we can attract investment.
Investor never invest for branding. They look at the hard facts on the ground.
Yes, sir.
Right? Nobody sinks their money for uncertainty.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Fine. We have now this last quarter, third quarter, we have shown a growth of 8.3%, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what in your view where the pro-growth policy interventions, initiatives, and also this is called economic luck.
So, our economy is mainly consumption-based economy. So, when the GST reforms were taking place,
One is GST.
Yes, sir.
GST 2.0.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it reduced the rates and as a result.
Yes, sir.
made
The aggregate
things more-
demand
yes.
came up, and
What?
that's why.
GST, what else?
So, second one was the policies that USA undertook. Because of that, there were front loading of exports. So, the trade part also.
Front loading of exports.
Yes.
Very good. What else?
So, second is the government expenditure, especially the capex push.
Capex was there from the first quarter itself.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And it was lower than last year.
Yes, sir.
Marginally lower than last year.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. So, fourthly, resilience of the service exports that we have seen.
Services. Yes. What
And so,
else?
manufacturing has also picked up to a certain extent.
Manufacturing.
Yes.
Come on.
So, it has seen a growth rate
Have
of
you seen
9%.
have you seen the rate of manufacturing growth?
So, it was somewhere around 9%.
Come on. Manufacturing, that doesn't show much of growth. It's services.
Yes, sir.
Yes, manufacturing didn't show much growth.
Yes, sir.
Any other thing? What about these direct benefits?
The income. Yes, sir.
DBTs, you
Yes,
give free money to people to spend.
yes, sir. That would boost the consumption.
It will boost consumption automatically.
Yes, sir.
What would interest rate? When you drop interest rate, what
sir.
happens?
So, it will make
More
money,
money-
easier. Yes,
More
easier
money
available.
comes into the market.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Luck. Is there any luck?
So, I would say the festival season was also around.
Festival season, always, every year it comes. Luck.
So, we have also started diversifying our
That's not
trading
luck.
partners.
No, that's not luck. It can't be luck. Lower energy prices,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
better monsoon,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
that was the luck.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Monika, I was going through the services that you've opted for. Any reason why you've not gone for Indian Foreign Service?
So, I want to remain within India and serve within the nation because that's my personal inclination, sir. And secondly, my family is also based here. So, I would like to remain within the
So, if
country.
you're in any government job, like you're in railways right now,
Yes, sir.
it is a transferable job. How does
Yes,
it
sir.
make a difference whether you are in Trivandrum or some other place in abroad?
So, it would be the ease of accessibility to my family, I would say.
You want to stay in your comfort zone?
So, even if I'm part of IAS and IPS, I will be out of my comfort zone already. I'll have to take up new challenges every day.
Okay, so you're working in railways
Yes, sir.
and you're presently under training, right?
Yes, sir.
How much time you spent already on training?
So, I joined on 11 December 2025. So, almost
Just less than a
25
month.
days. Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me how railways are doing. How their financial performance is measured. Okay, tell me how Indian Railways performance is, financial performance is.
So, with regards to financial performance, we have seen operating ratio where we spend 100 rupees and we earn 100 rupees and spend 98 rupees for the operations. So, we are left with 2 paise for our other investments and other things. And so, secondly, with regards to performance, number of passengers that we every day move is around 20 million per day. And so, thirdly, we have started initiatives like semi-high speed trains like Vande Bharat and Amrit Bharat trains for better
So let's stay
consumer
on that
experience.
financial performance for a while.
Yes, sir.
So 2 paise per rupee, is this good enough or there is something more to be done? What has been operating ratio in last 10 years? Has it ever been something like say 90%?
So it has actually gone above 100 as well in some of the years. So,
yes.
so 90 was not achieved in
It
any
was
of
never
the.
there
No,
in
sir.
last 10 years.
No, sir.
So railways never made 10 paisa out of 1 rupee spent, is it?
Yes, sir, that's the case. Because of the social service obligations that we have and the subsidy that we provide to the passengers, we usually charge higher from the freight but lower from the passenger services. However, so we have started taking initiatives like revision of passenger fares as well and efficiency gains by infrastructure expansion Also, we have started collaborating with private sector to improve the efficiency and productivity
Regarding
of operations.
infrastructure,
Yes, sir.
railways are spending in dedicated freight corridors,
Yes,
as
sir.
well as they are spending on bullet trains,
Yes, sir.
and some on semi-high speed trains also.
Yes, sir.
So, in your opinion, what should be the priority? Should we focus on semi-high speed trains or bullet trains or dedicated freight corridors, or all of them at the same time in certain geographies?
Sir, I think that we should spend on all of these initiatives. For example, if we talk about dedicated freight initiatives, it will help in decongesting the passenger tracks.
They are also under loans.
Yes, sir.
JICA loan or World Bank loans.
Yes, sir.
So should we take more loans for more dedicated freight corridors?
So, but eventually it's going to pay off in the longer run, sir. Or if we talk about the bullet trains, it's going to spur our R&D ecosystem for future growth.
Why not have, say, something like 20 bullet train corridors? Delhi Amritsar, Delhi
Yes,
Banaras, Delhi wherever. Why not have so many of them?
So currently in the longer run, there could be plans to expand to even to Tamil Nadu, Madurai and Chennai railway lines. However, it started with Ahmedabad to Mumbai, and if it takes off successfully, we will expand it to other areas as well.
Okay, let's talk of railways safety record also.
Yes, sir.
How do you see the safety performance of railways?
So coming to the passenger casualties that happened because of the railway accidents, it comes around in 2023, 21,000 casualties and around 24,000 railway accidents. So definitely on the higher side. However, we have started taking initiatives like Kavach, which is automatic protection system. We have started secondly removing the unmanned level crossings to avoid.
Two questions. What is the maximum number of human casualty due to?
Yes, sir.
Number one, and number two, cause-wise, what is the which cause is the leading to maximum number of accidents?
So it's derailments.
Derailment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Derailment is a technical cause, but is it leading to casualties?
Sir, I have to read on that data, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Sir. Monika, there are suicides happening in premier institutions like in IIT Kharagpur, IIT Guwahati.
Yes, sir.
Why it is so?
So mainly when I was also part of IIT Guwahati, first and foremost reason is the academic pressure that we face. So in the first year, there is an option of branch change. So if one wants to upgrade their branch from some branch 1 to branch 2, one has to score almost an absolute 10 grade. So there is a lot of academic pressure thereby, and there is disappointment when people are not able to change the branch. So secondly, the institutionalized mental health supporting system that has been there in the institutions that are somewhere lacking. So we have to provide a proper institutionalized mental health framework to students. And so thirdly, as a society also, mental health has been in stigma so far. So people refrain from talking about it.
So how it is different from student suicide in Kota?
So one major reason in IITs would be, another reason is substance abuse as well, which makes it different from the Kota suicides.
So what the institution is doing, suppose you are the director of an institute,
Yes,
so
sir.
what initiative you will take?
We all in IIT Guwahati, we had a Your Dost initiative where we could reach out to the mental health counseling cell. However, that the approachability, I would say, I would work on that so that students are more comfortable in sharing their concerns. Second, sir, peer monitoring, where if a person is not coming out of the room or not attending classes, I think the neighbors of that wing can take an initiative and then observe. Based on observation framework, they can reach out for help.
Okay, you talked about one of the reason is academic pressure.
Yes, sir.
But you have not given
Yes,
any
sir.
suggestion on the academic pressure,
Yes,
how
sir.
to
Yes,
tackle
sir.
that.
Yes, sir. We'll have to relook at the academic pressure. Maybe we can make a humanities subject mandatory as part of IITs. Currently, it's an optional subject. However, we can make it mandatory. And sir, lastly, we can include sports mandatorily as a part, because sports teach failures and one can learn from mistakes as well.
And what about the awareness cap that the lot of job opportunities are there?
Yes, sir.
In case you could not get the opportunity of branch change.
Yes, sir.
So market is full of opportunities.
Yes, sir.
Now, one question is that you have given the Bihar as a zero option.
Yes, sir.
Why it is so?
So the main reason is when we look at the vacancies, inside the vacancies, Bihar offers 0 seats, and I wanted to serve that zone. So if I give Bihar as first, that entire zone will be skipped. So that's why I have given UP as the first option.
Okay.
Yes,
So my last question is ETF. What is ETF? Exchange Traded Fund.
Funds. Yes, sir. So it's a trading instrument where people invest to hedge their risk. But sir, I'm not aware of the composition of ETFs right now.
Okay. And why the silver prices are increasing?
So I'm not aware, sir. I'll read about it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Monika. So you were in Guwahati.
Yes, sir.
Which bank of Brahmaputra is IIT Delhi?
So the bank of Brahmaputra, which
Or
flows
which
near.
bank of Guwahati? Okay, chalo.
Yes, sir.
Which bank of Brahmaputra river? Which side?
Yes, sir.
Which direction?
Sir, it used to flow just south of our college. I remember where you used to take the ferry services and go to the city.
So, if something flows south of your side, which side you are?
I mean, north.
You are north.
Yes,
Okay, so it was in north bank.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's very nice. At least you recognize that. Okay. Tell us some of the infrastructure initiative in Northeast India which current government has taken.
So we have connectivity with the Myanmar, the trilateral highway. Similarly, with Bangladesh, we have rail links. So apart from that, we have Udan initiative for increasing the regional connectivity. Then we have Kisan Rail initiative where to export
Some
the agriculture.
important
Yes, sir.
kind of infrastructure, road cum rail bridge.
Yes, sir.
Any idea? Some project which has been given approval, which will be longest in Asia. Any idea? So this is all in Assam.
Sir, I'll have to read.
Yeah, you kindly go through that. Okay. Now, who is going to be the chief guest of 26 Jan?
Sir, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what were the highlights of Chief Secretary's conference?
Sir, it was about the initiative for monitoring of projects which is being done under Pragati.
Pragati.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what it was? Only the highlighting the achievement, or there was some sermon also to the Chief Secretaries, or some discussion happened on that?
So, there was focus on civil services reforms as well, I remember.
No, kindly go through the.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because it is about governance issues
Yes,
about
sir.
that. Okay.
Definitely, sir.
Now, Niti Aayog comes out with a lot of index.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell few of them?
So, the first one that I remember is Fiscal Health Index that have recently come
Okay.
out.
Yes.
Apart from that, there is a index for water management, for water stress.
That also
Yes,
comes.
sir.
Okay.
So, third one is the aspirational districts program is there where competition among these districts.
So
are done.
competitive
rankings for aspirational
rankings
district
for
programs.
the
Yes, sir.
it has come.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So kindly go through one of those indexes. PLFS data has come out. Who takes out that survey? That's very important.
So it's the Labour Ministry.
It's the MOSPI.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Sorry, sir.
right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Last question. In the given difficult scenario in neighborhood, what change in kind of diplomatic relations you would suggest? Approach to diplomatic.
Yes, sir. So there are different problems if we talk about neighborhood. For example, if we talk about Bangladesh, I think our approach should shift from personality-based diplomacy to institutional-based democracy, where we have army-to-army exchange programs or people-to-people ties. Coming to Pakistan, sir, I think the solution lies within Pakistan itself. But in the long run, in my opinion, we can start trade talks if Pakistan is ready to mend its own ways. We can start trade talks and create a dependency on ourselves. And so thirdly, with respect to China, the economic dependence that we have on China, that can be reduced by building domestic capabilities.
And what about Nepal, your own immediate neighbor?
Yes, sir. So with Nepal, I think there has been apprehensions regarding the Big Brother attitude that should go away by maintaining our Roti Beti Ka Rishta that has been there for last decades. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, take care.
Interesting.